All right, just getting things situated. Oh my goodness, this was crazy. Tell you, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another. All right, there we go. All right, good stuff. Gonna hand this into. Good. Oh goodness, so good. I think we're just gonna go start smacking things around, dude. I can't believe how long it took you to get into this for. Oh, that was probably for the tutorial, I bet you. Yeah, I bet you that's exactly. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, hold on. Something quick. Dun, dun, dun. It was a nightmare getting into this game, let me tell you. It literally, not even exaggerating, dude. It took me 2 freaking hours to get into this game. I mean, it's launch day, so it's expected, right? They had their little bumps in the road for sure. Canceling's off, so I ain't yelling at people. There it goes. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the tutorial because it was all kinds of jacked up. All kinds of jacked up, dude. But you know what? It's all good. We're in now. Make sure everything is selected the way we want it. Pick. So we got 8 out. I'm gonna do slap bash because then we can do a 2-handed. All right. Let's go kill some stuff, dude. It's time to go kill some stuff. Yeah, a lot of people, man, they're actually stuck in trying to make a character, dude. I was literally stuck in the queue just to get into the game to try to make a character for like, I'd say about 50 some minutes, 52 minutes I think it was, just to get in to make a character. And then after that, after I made my character, then it brought me in. You know, I clicked character and it was supposed to send me to a tutorial, but I guess the tutorials were jammed up. So my guy was like stuck in the loading screen for that freaking tutorial for like another half an hour. So I finally had Control Alt deleted and went back in, and I was able to finally get in after a while. But I'll tell you what, dude, it was not easy. I mean, it literally took me 2 freaking hours just to get in here, and it made me skip the tutorial, unfortunately. Now, I've saw people in the Discord, in the EverQuest Discord, saying that you could not create your own instance. Let's see if we can or not. Let's go with an adaptive. Yeah, see, it's not letting us create anything, unfortunately. So what that means is that we're going to have to, yeah, we can't even create our own instances right now, unfortunately. So that means we're going to have to battle people for mobs. So that should be a lot of fun, right? This is like the real 1999 freaking simulator. But it's all good, dude. It's all good. We'll figure this out. Yeah, I think here in the next week or so, once they work out the bugs, I wouldn't be surprised if they were just overwhelmed with how many people are actually playing this game. To tell you the truth, you got to think about it. The game is like 27 years old, dude. That's it's pretty old. Hey, what's up, UK Paul? Is it? Yeah, this is full release. This is the full release. It just released like 2 hours ago. I haven't even been in not even 5 minutes. It literally took me 2 freaking hours to get in the game. It took me I'd say about an hour and some change just to create my character. And once I created my character, it took another freaking hour just to get into right here. And unfortunately, it skipped us from the tutorial, but it's all good. Hey, I'm glad to see you're okay, brother. I haven't seen you in a minute. I was wondering what was going on. I figured you were on vacation with your nephews and stuff. All right, so let's see what we can do here. All right, yeah, I'm playing right now. I'm playing a warrior chamois. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? It has to be better than what I got, right? Let me read it. But yeah, this is the full release. So if you were if you did a pre-order, then you're good to go. Out. Some games are like that for the first few days. I haven't been around much. My dad. Oh damn. Sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, brother. Take all the time in the world you need, dude. Same thing happened to my wife a while back, and she's still trying to recover, dude. Sometimes she watches movies and just breaks down, unfortunately. Yeah, that's definitely one of my worst fears, to tell you the truth. And my dad, you know, he's getting up there too. But yeah, brother. Hope you and the family are doing well, man. That's craziness. All right, 12. I guess my thing's better, so I just keep on keeping on. Let me see, beat this dude up. Oh, he did an auto attack, instant craziness. It was a shot slowly getting back to normal. Yeah, brother, I can imagine, man. I can imagine. Yeah, this is gonna be my chill game, I think. So far, so good though. I just got to get used to it. I just got to get used to it. So far, it's not too bad. I'm like level 1. Oh, why do I hear the attack? Oh, because of this dude. Whack him. Do they have different classes? Oh yeah. So you can pick from a variety of classes, right? You can be a shop. Now, this is the cool thing about this one. And heck, you're old enough to remember what EverQuest 1 was, right? But ooh, rusty two-hander. Yes, please. But anyway, the cool thing about it is they have like all the classes that they did in EverQuest 1, right? So you can be a Shadow Knight, Paladin, Chamois, Beast Lord, Druid, Bard, Mage, Wizard, and I'm probably missing a Rogue, a Monk, right? But the cool thing about this version is you can pick 3 classes. So your one guy is 3 different classes. So this version of EverQuest is designed for like solo play. I mean, you can group with 4 people and raid with 8, right? But it's more or less designed for people that don't have a lot of time, you know, adult gamers, like that grew up with this game, right? So what they did is they allow you to pick 3 classes. So once you get to level 11 and lock in, at level 10, I think you can pick your 3rd class. So you start off with the primary class. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So you start with the primary class, right? And that primary class you're locked into level 50. And at level 50, you can get a token to change your primary class if you want to. So that's pretty much your pivot class, right? So you like mine is shaman. My my end class is going to be warrior, shaman, necromancer, right? That's what I want to play. But starting out, I started with a chamois and then a warrior, right? So then you level those up, and once I hit level 10, then I can pick my third class. Now the cool thing about this is you can always change your 2 of the 3 classes. So your pivot, it always stays the same. Your primary always stays the same, which is mine is going to be chamois, right? But say later I'm like, you know, I'm kind of bored with this. Let me try a Shadow Knight Druid, right? So a Shaman Shadow Knight Druid. So those other 2 you can change at any time. So whether you're level 10 or level 20, you can change them at any time, right? So you can go back to your home and you can change it, and then it shows you, like right here, like all the different classes levels you have, right? So my guy right now is a Chamois Warrior. So down here you can see all the classes that you've already played. So say I did a Chamois Warrior Necromancer, right, and got him to level 20, then it would show my Necromancer and my class for those 2 at level 20. But then later I want to do a Warrior, Chamois, and Druid, right? So then what ends up happening is once you reach level 10, all these jump up to level 10, and then level 10 is your 0 mark. So later, once I get level 10, you know, with my Chamois Warrior, and I pick Necro, I get to level 15, and then I'm like, you know what, this Necro's not working for me. Let me go ahead and switch him to a Wizard, right? Then you get bumped down to, you edit this and make it Chamois Warrior Wizard, and you get knocked down to level 10, because that's, you can only be as high as your lowest class. So then once you get that Wizard up to level 15, then everybody gets back up to level 15, right? So it's very, very unique. Now, the cool thing about it is, though, you don't lose any items or nothing like that, right? So your items, say you got to level 50 and then said, you know what, let me try a paladin. You get knocked down to level 10, right? All that gear you had at level 50, the raiding gear and stuff, you still have it at level 10. So leveling up is going to be so much easier, because you get to keep your AAs active. Your AAs don't get bumped down. The only thing that gets bumped down is your level. So it's very flexible, dude. And then you can actually, like right here, I got this rusted sword where I need to equip, actually. Hold on. But you got weapons, and you can actually you can actually upgrade weapons. So like, say right now I got a rusty 2-handed sword, right? If I hold down the right click, if I was to find another rusty 2-handed sword, I could stick it right here and it would give me a level 2 one. Or some mobs drop these motes, right? Oh no, that's not a mote. Well, the mote kind of looks like this, but it's not. This ain't the mote. This is some fungus. But there's motes that get dropped by certain mobs, and you can put it like that, and it'll level up your items. So you can like make your items even stronger. And then later on, when you get items, hey, what's up, Blue? When you get items, I say I find a sword that procs fire, right? What I can do is, once that item is level 5, you're gonna see like these little blocks open up, and you'll see the proc. I can actually take procs from one weapon and stick it into another weapon, so you don't lose that. So you can have that cool new weapon, but still have the proc from another item. Dude, it's so versatile, dude. And on top of that, you can actually level up your spells too. So say you have a weak sauce Death Knight skeleton, right? You can actually use motes to level up that spell, so when you cast him, he's more powerful. So yeah, dude, it's very versatile. That's what attracted to me, to tell you the truth, is how they're making it so user-friendly for the casual player. Now, the cool thing about it is because the way it is with the multi-classes and being able to boost your guy up, you can actually do raids that would normally take a full raid solo. You can actually solo big raid bosses, right? So that's really cool. So yeah, man, that's what intrigued me about this game. So that's why I'm testing it out now to see. Because dude, I don't have, you guys know, my SMITE is my main game. Plus I'm on the raiding guild on World of Warcraft, and we're about to get into Black Temple and Hyjal in late August. So that goes my Wednesday night and my Sunday night. So games like this are just so time consuming. So being able to be flexible like that, dude, that's awesome. I like that. Oh, and this is what really sold me on this game, right? Right here, you can make your, it's not working right now, but you can create an instance, right? So I can create, like right now, say I was trying to farm, but there's like 1,000 people here and everybody's killing all the damn mobs and I can't find nothing. You can actually create your personal instance, right? And you can make it from level 0 to level 4. And the higher the difficulty level, obviously, the more experience you're going to get, but the harder the mobs are going to be, and the better loot you're going to get, right? But the cool part about it is once you do that, it's your own personal zone. So nobody can jack your mobs. It's your own, you're the only one in there. And the cool thing about it is, say like you were playing this game and Blue was playing this game and another friend was playing this game, you can bring your friends into your private instance. So like say I was streaming this and playing with like Nightwing and Undead Monk or something, right? I wouldn't have stream snipers freaking trolling me because we would have our own instance. So that's kind of cool. So that's a long ass. Sounds like it's not much of a grind. No, it's not as much. There's a grind aspect to it, but it's not as much of a grind like the original EverQuest, right? They're making it more, I guess, for the adult gamer that doesn't have, you know, all the time in the world to devote their whole life to a game in order to like World of Warcraft, right? Or the original EverQuest. Because I think when I played the original EverQuest, it took me like almost 6 months to even get max level, dude. I mean, it took a long time. Dude, I am slapping the crap out of these people. That's what I'm talking about. But so far, so good. I'm only level 1. Like I said, it took me 2 hours to get into this freaking game. It was ridiculous. But I mean, it's launch day, so it's understandable. We're in now. See, this is the moat I was talking about. So I can loot that. I have never played the OG EverQuest. Yeah, I played the OG EverQuest when it first came out. I was in the military station in Germany at the time, and in the motor pool, I had like freaking all my soldiers talking about it, dude. I mean, that's all they would work, but they would be talking about this bard. They went to this row and killed giants and all this crap, right? I'm like, what the hell are these fools talking about? So they're like, yeah, man, there's this game. You want to check it out? So I checked it out, and dude, I was hooked. And that's pretty much why they call it Evercrack too, man. Because I tell you what, once I started playing, dude, that's all I did is play that freaking game. And I was pretty die-hard for a while, and it was pretty cool. But that's why they call it Evercrack, though. I was addicted to that game, dude. I played the hell out of it. Oh, I'm getting jacked up. Let's see what I can do with that. Uh-oh. I'm about to get jumped. Now the cool thing is they got these things right here where I can like use these aspects like have give you different abilities. Ooh, is that two-hander? Yes. See, now I have a two-hander already in my hand, right? A rusty two-hander, and another one dropped. So I can actually loot it or sell it, or I can merge mine and make it more powerful, and that's what I'm gonna do. So now I can look at it and see now it got a little bit better. Now it's damage 9, so I got a 0.18. What the hell, you little frog? Here. And okay, cool. So I got another moat. Ooh, I got pants. Can I wear those pants? Oh, I guess not. Oh, it's a tunable quest. Why can't I wear the pants? Pants, legs. Oh yeah, I can. Is it on a subscriber? Yeah. So this is the thing. In order, and I'll end up doing a video on this eventually. In fact, I already got everything queued up. That's why I'm going to play it for a while and see if it's worth playing, right? So the initial cost is $20. It's $19.99, right? So that's what cost. You have to pay $19.99 American to download it. Now with that, you get 1 month of playtime. And then going after that is $9.99. So you might as well say $10 a month to play the game. And then in December, they're gonna have a DLC come out, the Kernark DLC, and then you're gonna have to pay for that. So that's probably gonna be another $20 probably, or another $10. I don't know. They didn't announce how much it's gonna be, but you have to play for you're gonna have to pay for DLC. So that's why I figured I'll play it a little bit, do a video for my Reapers so they don't have to spend their money, and then I'll give you my take if it's worth playing or if it's a pass. So we'll see. But so far, I'm gotta admit, dude, I've actually been enjoying it, to tell you the truth. I played it for about 3 weeks in pre-launch, and I actually enjoyed it. Dude, I got jumped by a bear too. Now, the one thing I noticed though in this game is, holy crap, dude, the aggro range of some of these mobs is ridiculous, especially in the dungeons. Holy crap. Alright, bear boy. Let me heal myself. So another cool thing too, like right here, I can use this. Which one was it? I think it was this one. And then every time I cast a spell, it gives me heals too. You can see, like right here, the original spell gave me 12 hit points, but because I had this thing toggled, I got even more health. And that's like, even when I do this damage spell, it does the damage, plus I got a little bit of health. So it's pretty cool. Come on, don't run. Where'd you go? Okay, cool. It was kind of cool, dude. I'm surprised I got this camp. All right. And I spoke too soon. And I spoke too soon. Somebody came in at my camp. All right, let's go like this. I don't need more damage. And I spoke too soon. Damn, he's looking nice. Okay, we'll go back to that. Oh, damn. No, I'm gonna die. Or am I? Now, I mean, am I not? What's going on here? This guy's a warrior. I'm not even touching him or what? Oh, because I'm only level 1, so I'm missing everything. I bet you that's what it is. Holy crap, dude. I'm getting my butt handed to me. Hold up. Back to this. And like I said, dude, it's 1999 graphics, so I mean, it is what it is. But it's really relaxing, dude. When you're looking for a game just to chill, I think it's pretty cool. Especially if you get a couple peeps and go exploring. I kind of wish that the subscription was a little less, especially for a game this old. But I mean, it is weird. I mean, even at $10 a month, I mean, if you go to the movies, it's going to cost you at least 15, 20 bucks for 2 hours of entertainment. You know, $10 a month is not too bad, I guess. And then you can stop at any time, you know. It's not so bad. Of course, for me, the subscriptions keep adding up. But, I mean, I do a couple videos and it pretty much pays for itself. So it's for someone like content creator like myself, it's not so bad. But an everyday Joe, you know, it can definitely add up. Yeah. I can tell you that when I originally played this game, dude, I played the hell out of it. What is this? A cloth cord. Oh, it's a waist. Heck yeah. Right. Okay. Here's girl. Oh, that's wrist. Duh. Waist. Uh-oh. I guess I can't use that. What does it say? It says all races. All classes. So why can't I use it? Oh, because I'm an idiot and that's his wrist. Okay, there we go. Okay, that works out. Now, I can tell you that the respawn rate seems to be pretty good. I do like that. And then up until level 10. Hey, what's up, Blue? Up until level 10, oh damn, I got blinded. Up until level 10, you automatically get spells. So that's another cool thing about this is even when you loot crap, you can sell it from right there. You don't have to run back and sell stuff. So there's so much time saved, dude. And then in this version of the game, when you die, you don't have to go get your corpse. Like in EverQuest, the original EverQuest, when you died, you had like 30 minutes or 45 minutes to find your corpse. And then if you couldn't find your corpse, you lost everything. So you spend months building that character and then you could lose everything on them and have to start over, right? So dude, I mean, that's enough to make you want to cry sometimes. So in this game, when you die, you respawn with all your gear on you. And then you usually respawn at a save point that's close to where you were. So it's pretty cool. It just saves so much time, dude. So much freaking time. Like I said, I have no time for another time cruncher. Hey, UK, I don't know if you saw, but we ended up getting Shing Shang in SMITE 2. We finally got old Shing. We got Kukulin today too. I played for a little bit, but the servers were acting crazy, and supposedly Xbox was down. Yeah, I'm blinded right now. There you go. Oh, I got level 2. What's up? Yeah, I was blinded is why. Ooh, I beat the crap out of that dude. What's up? All right, let me see if I got any new spells. Doesn't look like it. Night. Okay, let me rebuff. Yeah, one thing I like about the warrior is he gets a cleave that works really well, dude. When I first started in the beta, I used the Shadow Knight, and he worked. That was a really good combo too. But I noticed that the warrior, that cleave, because man, when you go in those dungeons, you get jumped by like 100 freaking people, dude. So having that cleave really helped out. What the hell? Where the hell's he going? Oh, somebody else pulled him. Dadgummit. Yeah, this is what I'm going to fight people. Can I make my own instance yet? Let me see. No, I can't make my own instance yet, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about this, dude. You're going to end up fighting people for mobs. Oh. Holy crap, dude. I one-shot at that fool. That's what's up. I guess it doesn't auto. Yeah, the only thing that sucks is that, okay, I backed that. The only thing that sucks is since we're stuck on this, ooh, yeah, we don't want to screw with him. Level 25 alligator, boy, he would have ate me for lunch. You get that bat though. Is this guy attacking me too? Oh, you want some too? Come on. Yeah, I have to get my stuff up. Get out of here if that stupid alligator attacks me. Okay, good. He didn't aggro me. Hey, that fool's level 25. He would wipe the floor with me. See, this guy's a shaman, so he has blind, which is annoying once you're lower level. But once you get higher level, you can get a spell that counters blindness. I'm just a little peon right now. So. And one thing I like about this version too is once the enemy dies, all the crap that he put on you, all the dots and stuff, they go away. You're not stuck with all that crap on you for the length of the time. But some of those spells last for a few minutes, like 10 minutes or 5 minutes once you get higher level. So this is not so bad. Although this is kind of annoying where you can't see what the hell's going on. Move this a little bit closer so I can see what's up. Bring this a little closer to me. This pretty much tells me what's going on. Now the game is real glitchy right now, as expected, because I mean it's right out of the gate, and I'm sure they'll make it better. Dude, this is ridiculous. Look how long that daggum blind takes forever. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. What does this say? Encroaching darkness. It's crazy. I'm trying to get as many of those. Oh, cool. It dropped one of those motes. And a sword. I can sell the sword. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it for now. Why am I still... Where the hell sit? Oh, see, this guy's a warrior, so I should not get blinded. Why is there two? There's a mystic somewhere. I guess he ran. Oh no, I don't see him. Unless somebody else pulled him. Where the hell is this guy? Okay, so that guy's glitched, I guess. Or when he's not freaking running anymore, he'll come at me again. Yeah, I think the game is freaking glitched, dude. See, now the cool thing about this too is not only can you unlock various different races, classes, but you can unlock races too, right? So what I ended up doing is I started as a ogre, because ogres have the highest strength and stam, even though they look stupid as hell. And then later I'm going to do the quest to be an XR, right? The lizard guy, because the lizard guys get higher regen and higher armor, right? Now the cool thing is when you do that, you don't lose your stats. I think you lose your ratio, but you don't lose your stats. And that's why all I want is because they start like 130 strength, 130 some stam. So then I'll have the high ogre stats, and then when I turn it into an XR, the lizard guy, then I'll have his regen and AC. So it should be pretty OP. And that quest is actually not that hard. I mean, it just takes platinum, really. Because you can buy what you need at Quenos. Yeah, that mystic, I don't know where the hell that dude is, but he's obviously freaking, he's probably underground or something. kind of sucks that we can't make our own instance, because I'd normally be playing at level 4, and your XP is just so much faster. But most importantly, you get weapons a lot faster. Or 2. 2 is good for leveling. Ooh, nice. What is this? I might as well. I can sell that. I can sell that and keep it. Alright. That should be shoulders. Shoulder. Okay. Those quotes I have. Sit down because that music's driving me crazy. So, did somebody just attack me? What the hell? Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were at. Come here and get this butt whooping. That's annoying. Skill. I'm just gonna sell it. Oh, that's my backpack. Yeah. Now, one cool thing about being a Shami warrior, then I can pull from a distance without having to get too close. And of course, you get a heal, which is always awesome. Awesome. And you got a pull. I can pull from a distance. Later on, you'll get like a slow spell, so they attack you a lot slower. So that works out really nice. And they get a crap ton of buffs. But if anybody starts playing, I'm on the Freeport server. That's the server I ended up playing on, was the Freeport. Let's sell that. I'll put it in our Discord too later on. But yeah, I'm gonna be hanging out on the Freeport server. Probably be playing this a lot when I'm not doing SMITE stuff. And yes, I did get my light kit, so I'll be doing my gamer food additions. I'm gonna be doing ribs next and Western cowboy steaks. So I finally got the light kit in, so I'll be doing that. And my next 2 episodes of gamer food will be coming out soon. All right, let's do it. Damn, I can't wait to get my cleave, dude. That cleave is so powerful. When do I get cleave? Oh, that doesn't tell you. Does it tell me? No, that doesn't tell me either. That slam. Yeah, I can't remember when the hell I get my cleave. I can always look it up later. I'm sure it's before level 10. Hope. Heck, I'm already almost level 3. This looks like old school RuneScape. Yeah, this is actually real, believe it or not, this is one of the OGs that started it all when it came to MMORPGs. So this came out in 1999 is when this came out, and this is the original 1999 graphics, dude. So, but it's a remake on it, right? So the funny thing about this EverQuest was it was nicknamed EverCrack, right? Because it was so freaking addictive, dude, and it was so bad that it actually made the news because of the amount of divorces it caused, dude. There were so many people getting divorced because of this game, because people were just so caught up in it, dude, that their spouses were just getting pissed and kicking them to the curb, man. And then a few years later, then World of Warcraft came out, and then some of the people that were playing this moved to World of Warcraft, like myself. I played this for about 3 or 4 years, and then moved on to World of Warcraft. Okay, so loot that. But the way they're redesigned, this new Legends is I like the gimmicks, or I'm gonna say the remake type of things they did to it, where it's more casual friendly, right? You don't have to spend your whole life doing this to level up people. I can play this whole game by myself if I want to, even raid like dragons, like dragon bosses. They used to take like a gazillion people in a guild to fight, right? With this version of the game, you can get so powerful that you can actually solo these mobs. So it allows you to explore the whole game by yourself. You don't even have to ever group with anybody ever if you don't want to. But if you do, you can, right? And it makes, obviously, it's going to make the game easier. Now, I don't know if you're in a group, if the mobs get scaled up too. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, as the game goes on. Yeah, it's very cool. And then another cool thing about it is, I mean, you can make your own instances and do your difficulty levels, right? So there's some instances, like this one place called Upper Guck and Lower Guck, where they have these little frog people. Dude, you get trained by like 1 million freaking mobs, man. So if you're like level 0, then it's not as, you might have a chance of surviving. But dude, if you're like level 2+, you're gonna get steamrolled. Oh, that guy pulled him. Yeah, somebody's at my camp. It's all good. I can share. I'm not greedy. But games like this, I use as a relaxing type thing, man. And plus, when I first started playing this back in like almost 25 years ago, right? 26 years ago. Yeah, I was in a raiding guild, but I didn't get into a raiding guild until like the last year I was playing this. So I didn't get to see a lot of the game because I ended up moving to World of Warcraft. So now I get a chance to do this. Now the cool thing about it is they're revamping the game. So they totally changed like certain dungeons, and they're going to be planning on adding content just for this version of the game. So that's what interests me. So they already have a roadmap, and their first DLC is going to come out in December, they said. So Kernark is the first DLC that originally brought the lizard people. But in this game, you can already start with the lizard people, right? I guess you just can't go to like their homeland and stuff. But that DLC is coming out in December. The only thing that's going to turn a lot of people off to this game is that because of the old graphics, a lot of people are going to be a little timid at paying $10 a month subscription to play the game. But I mean, to me, the graphics, it doesn't really bother me because it's the entertainment value I get from games, you know? So if I can be entertained for a while and I can chillax and just play a game when I'm bored, it's cool with me. But the cool thing about it is by them having a subscription, that means they got revenue coming in. Therefore, there's people actively working on the freaking game. And so far, the devs have been pretty active. Or the mods, devs, however you want to call them. They've been pretty active. Because even, it took me literally 2 hours to get into this freaking game. Because, I mean, it was, the line to get into the game was just redonkulous. But in their Discord, they have their own Discord with this. They were actually devs or mods in there that were actually active and trying to calm down all the nerds, right? Because people were getting nerd rage in there. And it's like, dude, it's the launch of a game. What do you expect? It happens like that pretty much anyway. Do you ever play Command and Conquer? Oh yeah, Command and Conquer Renegade was the older one, right? I played the original Command and Conquer because I played the original World of Warcraft, and then Command and Conquer came out. So then we played Command and Conquer. But the cool part about it is, like I said, I was in the army, right? So I was stationed in Germany at the time, and we had these barracks that were just one long hallway, 3 stories. One giant long hallway, right? And then there was doors. It almost looks like a hotel, right? Now the funny thing about it is like back then they didn't have Wi-Fi, So on the weekends, you go down the hallway and you see all these Cat5 cables going from everybody's room where everybody networked their computers together. And we're playing Command and Conquer and World of Warcraft, the original World of Warcraft strategy game against each other. It was hilarious, dude. Our first sergeant would come down the hallway and be like, what the hell is all this crap? You see wires down on the walls and everything. It was hilarious. And then by Sunday night, we had to tear up, pick up all the wires for Monday because then they do barracks inspections and stuff, right? But it was freaking hilarious, man. Axe Warrior looks like, well, yeah, it's very similar. This is pre-WoW. So this was EverQuest was the game to start it all, dude. It was the one that in my opinion, is the one that really kicked it off. And it came about a year or two before WoW was even out. Like I said, this is the original 1999 graphics. I mean, WoW came a long way too. Later on in the history of DLC, because there's like a crap ton of DLCs for this game, obviously, right? It's been out 27 years. But later, as the game progressed with DLCs, they ended up getting better graphics. Not to the modern graphics, but better graphics, right? Not much better than this, but better. But it's not, Unreal Engine 5 or nothing like that. But it is kind of nostalgic to come back and play a game this old, It's like, it's funny, man. It's like my life went full circle. This is one of the very first games I started my gaming with, right? This is definitely the first MMORPG that I ever played in the history of the 40-some years I've been gaming, right? This was my first big game I played online with other people. And well, it was like, 25 years ago? And here we are again, right? Full circle. Is hilarious. Yeah, I think a lot of the people, I don't foresee this game being too big, right? I mean, it's nice as an additional game to play, but I'll be surprised if there's more than 10,000 people playing this game. And that'll be a lot, to tell you the truth. I'll be surprised if it peaks and stays at 10,000 concurrent players. If it stays at 10,000 plus, it would be really, really nice. I mean, I'm rooting for it, but it's going to be kind of hard. Like I said, the graphics will turn a lot of people off. I can see a lot of younger people, right? A lot of the OGs, I think, that used to play it, I think will come back. At least a good number of them anyway. Just because of how easy it is to play now. Yeah, I'm almost level 4. No, I'm working on level 4. I need to check to see if I got any new spells. Again, I'm on the Freeport server if anybody ever starts playing this game. The initial cost to buy the game is $20, but it comes with 1 month subscription. You get, so it's really, I mean, if you break it down, it's probably $10 for the game, $10 for 1 month subscription. And then after that is $10 a month. It's $9.99. I just might as well say $10 a month to play it. So that's going to turn off a lot of people too. But I mean, you have to have some type of income in order to have a game that's going to be taken care of, really. And yeah, they'll have their own little in-game store too, but it's not going to be a pay-to-win as much as it's going to be cosmetics and convenience, they said. You can buy like more slots, like if you want to make different characters, I guess, and then more back slots, stuff like that. Like I said, today's only day 1. I've been playing this, maybe 2 hours. So we'll see what the future holds. But if you ever had like a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, kid, and you were trying to get them into gaming, this is probably going to be the most user-friendly you know, gateway drug game, gateway game to get them into, right? Because you can literally take somebody that doesn't know jack crap about gaming and actually wean them into that gaming world, because of the multi classes, right? Because realistically, you can heal yourself. So, I mean, you're not as dependent on people. There's a lot more room for error. It's going to be a lot easier for newbies into the game. I know when my kids got, I don't think they were about 5 or 6. One of the games that I started playing with them was Wizard 101. That was a good little game for us. So when I would be like deployed to like Iraq or something, when I had, sometimes we'd have like a satellite internet connection. You can pay like $30 a month and you get like Wi-Fi from your tent or whatever. Once we got established, of course. Then when I wasn't on mission or when I wasn't, you know, in the gym or eating at the chow hall, I would play video games with my kids. So we'd play like Wizard 101. That was pretty cool. So this game like this, you could probably do something like that. I guess I probably should have buffed myself again. Those memories are forever. Yeah, for sure, man. And hell, my daughter, she ended up, ooh, what's this? My daughter ended up going to Texas University, right? The University of North Texas, and she was in the collegiate level of League of Legends. So she was on the collegiate team for League of Legends. So she grew up as a gamer. So that was pretty cool. I used to help her train, but I really couldn't get into League of Legends, dude. That was just too much clicking on the mouse. That's what led me to SMITE. That's why for the last, 7 years, I've been playing SMITE Arena, right? It's because I could use my WASD keys instead of having to click on the screen everywhere I went. Because that used to drive me crazy, dude. I hated it. Wonder what's objective is here to gain XP. Yeah, so what happens, like right now I'm only level 3, right? So once I get level 5, the objective is to level up a character, right? And you want to get gear. You get gear and experience by killing mobs. So once I get a high enough level, so probably like around level 5, then I can go to a dungeon that I'm familiar with, right? You can go to a dungeon and then do the same thing there. Okay, so it says, congratulations, you have obtained your first attunement or AA point. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much it. So once you get a higher level character with higher gear, every level you get new spells and new abilities, right? So these are all the abilities I have now. Let me see if I got any new ones yet, which I don't think I did. And then what happens is they have like dungeons you can explore, and then they have big raid bosses that you can go try to fight. But in order to take on those raid bosses, you either have to have some friends with you. You know, you have to have your crew with you, and you guys have to have, decent gear, because if not, then the raid boss is going to wipe the floor with you. So it's very similar to World of Warcraft. If you're familiar with World of Warcraft, it's pretty much the same concept. The only difference is, unlike World of Warcraft, where you need a 20-man guild or 20-man raid in order to take on, a dragon, right? So you go to Nixia's lair, you need like 20 people in your group. You can actually solo raid bosses in this version of the game. In the original game, you couldn't. You needed a lot of people too. But in this version of the game, you can actually solo stuff, because you're like 3 classes in one. So it's very unique, man. I'm really digging what they did with that. So realistically, you can play this game solo to the very end and see every bit of it by yourself. You never even have to play with another soul, right? Or you can group up to 4 people in a group, and you can raid with up to 8 people. And another cool thing I like about this game is, like, say we kill a raid boss, right? So say we kill a dragon, right? When you kill the dragon, or the raid boss, everybody has their own loot. So a loot window will pop up and everybody gets individual loot. So nobody has to fight on who's going to get this awesome weapon or this cloak, right? Everybody gets their own loot. And after that, if you want to trade, say somebody got a cloak and you got a sword that you don't want the sword, you want the cloak, and vice versa, you guys can usually trade with each other. As long as you don't equip it, you can usually trade with each other. So that's pretty cool. I like that too. I like games with individual. It just takes the drama out of the game, dude. I don't know how many times I play World of Warcraft and somebody ninja loots something or somebody, you know, screws somebody over. If you look up here in the top left, that's my health mana, and this is my when I get exhausted, what do you say? My energy, I guess, my stamina. And then right here below it, this yellow bar, that's my XP bar. So once the XP bar gets to the end, I get a next level. Now this green bar is your AA points, right? And when your AA points, you get all these abilities that you can pay AA points into. See, my next AA point, I'm only 5% to my next one. And this is how many I have available. And then this is how much they cost. And this they can cap out. So like this right here, Adamant Will, this passive grants you the ability to do an additional 20% chance to resist charms and 50% chance to resist mez, right? Spells. And you can upgrade that 4 times. In the first level, it's 2, and then it costs 2 AA points. And then the next level is probably going to be like 4, 6, or 8. So that's how that works. And that's in conjunction with your leveling, right? So it's not one or the other. You're doing both. Now, in the original game, you would max level and then you go into your AA points, right? After you were max level, because you would still get XP, but you're already max level, so you're not going to get no more levels. So then they started using the AA point system. So this is unique to this version of the game. At least that's my understanding. I'm going to save my AA points for now, because one of the AA points, you can get more spell slots, and the higher level I get, the more buffs I get. It just makes it so much easier to have more spell slots. Let me see if I got any new spells now that we talk about spells. Ooh, yeah, I got this spell. Okay, so then I can click that and stick it on my bar. So you learn your spells, and now I got this buff. And this buff infuses the target with the feline spirit, increasing their agility for 36 minutes. Sweet, sweet. All right, let me buff myself. Oh, hell no. This fool, did you see him? He did a drop kick out of nowhere. That fool jumped off the tree and came down on me with a drop kick. All right, I got something for you. Take that, punk. Wolf coming off the top here. Yeah, it does have some depth to it, and there's actually lore and a storyline, because you can do like certain quests and there's like storyline behind it. It was pretty in depth back in the day. Like I said, the graphics look, you know, subpar compared to you know, World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy right now, because this game came out in 1999 and this is the original 1999 graphics, right? But the story and the lore behind it was really good, man. It was almost like a movie, right? But it was a game, of course. It was like story behind the various different planes and why people did this, why people did that. It was really cool, man. It's very immersive. They might even had books at one time that talked about the various different stories. I can't remember. Okay, cool. What do we got here? All right. That damn bear's gonna attack me, ain't he? Yep, I knew it. Those bears aggro like crazy, dude. And you see, if you hit C, you can count it on the side, and you can see what level he is. Usually, he's a level 3. And then up here it tells you too, the bear's a level 3 warrior. Did they make a newer version, like improving graphics and so on? So, this game's 27 years old, right? So down the line, they had add-ons I think this game has like 15 or 20 DLCs, something ridiculous numbers of DLCs this game has, right? I stopped playing it after about the third DLC that came out. But from what I understand is over the years, the graphics with those DLCs did improve, but they didn't improve to the level of like a World of Warcraft or a Final Fantasy, right? So they got a little bit better, but they were never, you know, Unreal Engine 5, you know, something like that. So I don't know, dude. All right, cool. I think I got, and like I said, that's gonna be a turnoff to a lot of people, I think. Oh, dang, I didn't know I had this. What else did I get? Weird jabberjawing, dude. Not even paying attention. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, once I get to level 5, I'll go to the very first dungeon. If I can survive the trip. And what is this? Oh, 3 charisma? I mean, I don't know if I need that, but yeah, I'll take it. I'll stick in any slot. What does this have? It doesn't have really no stats. That has no stats. How much damage does it? Now, the cool thing about this is because I played this, the beta, because this just launched today. It literally just came online like 3 hours ago. So, and it took me freaking 2 hours just to get into the damn game, right? Well, it probably came out about 3 hours ago. But it's been, they had the pre-release beta going for like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks. And they ended on the 21st of this month. So it, not the last Tuesday it ended, and then they did a week to, I guess, reset their servers. And today is launch day for this game. So I was able to play it for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I kind of got a good feel for that dungeon I'm going to go to once I get to like level 5. And that's when I'm going to get some really nice loot. Because, you know, as a Reaper, I have to have my Reaper weapon, right? My scythe. And I can get a scythe down there from there's a Shadow Knight down there that drops a really nice one. That's the first thing I'm going for, baby. First thing out the gate. Uh-oh. That could be bad. Oh, no, good. It didn't. It didn't bring the other guy. I guarantee you there's going to be people like dads and moms playing with this game with their kids. Guarantee it. If the parent played this when they were younger, I would not be surprised if they play this with their kid. Just for nostalgia. Which is cool, right? I mean, kids should be playing outside and doing sports and stuff, but if they're not, hell, they might as well be playing something with their parents. That's my theory. Why not? If you're going to game, hell, game with your parents, man. It brings you closer together. Which reminds me, what the hell's today? Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Whew. I got a World of Warcraft freaking raid on Wednesday night. Alright. I agree. Gaming solo as a child has its negative effects. Well, and unfortunately, like, when I was a kid and I used to game, it wasn't as bad as today, right? And what I mean is with toxic people. Back in the day, I'm sure they had their trolls and their dipshits, right? But the amount of toxicity that is in today's gaming is just, it blows my mind, man. It's like these people have no respect for each other. It's just so crazy. And the worst part about it is, dude, that actually transitions into real life sometimes. And these kids, they grow up in this toxic digital world, and then they think they can go into the real world and say something like that to people in real life, and then they get their face bashed, and then they wonder what happened. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I noticed? And because, like I said, I've been gaming for freaking over 40 some years, right? What I noticed is it got really bad once consoles. You could play consoles online, like your Modern Warfare type games. What was it? Black Ops, right? Your Black Ops, when that came out on console, that's when you started seeing a really huge influx of really toxic players, right? And what ended up happening is a lot of these kids playing these games thought that was what you were supposed to do. That was the norm, right? That became the new norm, being so nasty to other people like that. It's horrible. So, like my daughter, when she was young, dude, she used to destroy fools in Black Ops, right? When it first came out. And I would hear these kids talking, and I'm like, what in the hell? Where are these kids' parents? I mean, they were just, and like 6 years old, 8 years old playing these games. They're just, oh my God, it was so bad, dude. So my daughter wasn't allowed to use the in-game freaking chat. So I turned that crap off, dude. I was like, nah. These are so bad. Honestly, I feel that the lack of filter was far more prevalent back then, so people said angry stuff more often, but the trade-off was that people weren't likely to throw your games with discourse. Yeah. Well, and then you got to think about it too. Like back then, like this game back in the day, and World of Warcraft, I think was the same, right? Had real live devs or game masters that actually patrolled the game, right? So when they saw somebody that got reported, a GM actually would teleport there and see what's going on and can actively ban people, right? It's not like today where like World of Warcraft today, dude, you ain't banning nobody. There's nobody. It's AI running that game, dude. But this game back in the day, dude, I remember like GMs will come on and like, what's going on here, you know, and actually be a real live person handling the situation, which, you know, a lot of people were a lot more timid to act the fool because the last thing you want to do is build, you know, spend a year building up a character and then getting banned because of your mouth, right? And even in the military, I used to say the same thing. If there's no fear of repercussions, people will keep on doing the you know, the same stuff. If there's no fear of repercussions, they're going to keep that same mentality and do the same crap. It's toxic. So there needs to be consequences, man. It's sad though that, you know, game developers and game mods have to police up other people's kids though. I mean, I'm saying that's just jacked up. But some people just have no home training, dude. Well, this is part of a quest, so I'll keep that. I mean, I see it all the time. I mean, you go to like a doctor's appointment or something. I mean, the kids are sitting there with their tablets. I mean, they got like cell phones. It's like, dude, you're like 5 years old. What the hell are you doing with a cell phone? Dude, I couldn't get a cell phone. I had I didn't get a cell phone until I was an adult because they didn't have cell phones back then, right? But my kids didn't get no damn cell phone until they were like teenagers, right? And that's only because they had to stay after school for like, you know, band or for soccer or something. So had a way to contact them. Nowadays, it's almost like kids expect their parents to give them that crap. But it is what it is, dude. I mean, the world changes. In all honesty, dude, I mean, if people didn't watch gaming content, then my content would have like 0 views. Nobody gave a damn about watching SMITE videos, and I want to be making my $200 a month. I have been looking for another game to add to my library, though. That's why I was so happy to hear about this one. Because this is something I can just play just to, you know, just whenever I feel like it, just to kill time. And like right now, I've been bullshitting with you guys for like, what, an hour now? I'm probably talking more than I should have, but it makes the game go by faster and it's more enjoyable. Of course, it's even better if you're playing with friends, right? But at least like our community is so awesome. People just come and hang out. They don't give a damn about this game, but they see like UK Paul's on or Blue's on, or you know Alex is on or Ice is on in the chat, and you guys talk amongst each other, and it's that community we've built over the last 7 years. That's why I enjoy playing games like this online with y'all. Even though I know you guys don't give a damn about the game, I just like hanging out with y'all. It works out for me. I can chill playing this and BS with y'all. I think that note was for the tutorial. Unfortunately, I was forced to skip the tutorial. It kicked me right into the game. Oh, hold up. Do I got feet? Oh, I don't have no feet. There you go. How much damage is that one? It's a one. I've been playing the PS2 more than not. I'm trying to play that. I'm playing Sonic Frontiers. Oh, that, yeah, dude. You know what's funny is I used to have well, I had almost every game station there was right there. I used to have like 4 PlayStation 1s, right? And then I had the Super NES. I had 2 or 3 of the original Nintendos, and then I had the Genesis, the Sega Genesis, and then the Sega Genesis CD. I had a bunch of the old school consoles, right? But what ended up happening, and I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but in 2012, and I can tell you exactly the day. It was October 2012, right? I got stationed in Fort Worth, Texas. I was still in the military at the time, so I was being transferred from Fort Rucker, Alabama to Fort Worth, Texas, right? So when the movers were loading my stuff up, as the moving truck moved out, something happened. There was a short in the trailer, and the trailer caught on fire. So I ended up getting a phone call when I was at Fort Worth. We were still in the hotel. It was myself, my daughter, my wife, and my 3 dogs, right? In a freaking hotel, or 2 dogs at the time. 1 dog. Yeah, 1 dog. And I get a phone call that all my household goods were burnt up. They went up in flames. I lost everything. We lost 100% of everything we owned, right? So, I mean, 30-some years of freaking building up work out the thing. So I ended up losing all those freaking consoles I had. I got over 100 NES 1 games. I had like almost like 200 Sega games. I had so much crap, dude, and I lost it overnight like that. So that pissed me off. But I used to enjoy all those old school games, man. I had a couple of PlayStation 2s. I still have 1 PlayStation 3 because I ended up later buying a PlayStation 3 just for the Blu-ray player. But now, who the hell buys Blu-rays, right? Because back in the day, a PlayStation 3, I think it was like $300 or something. But a Blu-ray player was also $300. So I was like, why the hell am I going to buy a Blu-ray player when I can just get a PlayStation 3 that plays Blu-rays, and I'll have the game aspect of it too, right? So I ended up buying that. All right, so I'm level 4 now. I need to check and see what spells I got. Damn, I backspocked him like I was a pimp. He got pimp slap. All right, so let me see if I got any new spells. Ooh, I did. What does this do? 26 to 29 damage. What does this do? 5 damage. You're fired. You're hired. I think you're referencing the PS2, which also doubled as a DVD player. PS3 was $600. Okay, yeah, maybe it was $600. Maybe the Blu-ray players at the time were like $500 or $600, and then I ended up getting that PS3. I bet you that's what it was. It was a long time ago, dude. All I remember is it was at the base exchange on Fort Rucker, right? I had to put my name in a box for a raffle just to be allowed to buy the PS3. So you didn't win the PS3, you actually won a chance to buy the PS3. It was crazy, and they ended up pulling my name out of it, so I was able to buy it. And like I said, I didn't really care about it. I just wanted that Blu-ray fractal. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. I probably could have sold it on eBay and made a lot more money, but yeah, I ended up keeping it. All right, let me try doing this spell that I just got. Boom, one shot. Yeah, yo. I was never much of a console player though, dude. Those damn controllers, I couldn't do it. I've been a mouse and keyboard guy my whole life, pretty much. I just can't do the console, especially now. Now they really hurt my hands. Back then, I just couldn't do it, dude. I'm go after him. He's higher level. Dude, those mystics get on my freaking nerves. Oh man, that ate up my freaking mana, son. Dude, that blinding is like... Yeah, the first computer I had was a Commodore 128. It was like Commodore 64 was the rave, but then they got that new Commodore 128. So I was a PC player more than I was a console player. Of course, back then they didn't have many online games, so I played like the Pool of like Dungeons and Dragons Pool of Radiance. Was awesome. That was like one of the coolest games ever. And then like there was a game called A Bard's Tale and Bard's Tale 2. That was like my favorite game of all time. Of course, that was back in like late 80s, I think it was. Because I was still in high school. I think it was like in 5th or 6th grade, and I was living in Spain at the time, a little pueblo in Spain. But I was going to school on the air base. My dad was in the Air Force, so I went to school on the air base. So obviously I didn't do much because I was in this little pueblo called Camarma out there, just I think it's like north of Madrid. So I used to game a lot on PC. Those Dungeons & Dragons games were so awesome, dude. Pool of Radiance, I think it was one called Hellspar, Eye of the Beholder. I mean, there was a lot of cool games. Of course, they weren't internet games, though. And one shot. So far, I mean, the game, I mean, for taking 2 hours to get into the game because the servers were so backed up. I mean, realistically, I mean, I've been playing for what? How long have I been streaming? An hour and 17 minutes. I'm almost level 5. And I mean, I haven't gotten kicked. I haven't had any type of lag, really. I haven't seen no glitches. So, I mean, in all, once you get in, the game is actually not that bad for being launch day. I'll tell you what, man, for a minute there, I was like, oh, goodness. But no, man, it's not, actually hasn't been that bad at all. Now, your private instances, I don't think is working. Because normally I'd be able to click on this and create my own instance. Like say I want to do a level 4 instance. Oh, it is working now. Ooh, should I do a level 4 instance? Let's try it. Oh no, let's do level 2. I think level 2 would probably be better for now because I have crappy gear. Let's see if it works. Are you sure you want to create a solo instance? Yes. That's going to make our loot so much better, dude. Let's see if it works. Better than... Did it work? This still says... Oh, I got to enter it. Okay, enter. Are you sure you want to enter your personal instance? Yes. Okay, let's see if it works. No, it didn't work. It's still at 0. Let's see. Create instance. It says I'm in an instance at current level 1. Did I pick level 1? I could have swore I picked level 2. It says I've been there for 31 minutes. Okay. Let me quit that instance. Yeah, let me quit that. Okay. Try to create a level 2. Create. Are you sure you want to create a sole instance? Yes. Let's see if it works. Okay. Something's happening. Hopefully this works because we're going to get a lot more XP per kill. Because what happens is anything over difficulty 2, I believe, the mobs have multi-classes. Like right now, I'm a shaman warrior. I think from 2 down, the mobs you fight are only either a warrior or a shaman, right? So it's not as big of a pain in the ass. But when you go above level 2, then the enemies could be like warrior shamans, right? So it's a pain in the butt, dude. Especially once they get like cleric, was it cleric and wizard, where they can like chain stun you. It's such a pain in the butt. Okay, so it's still loading. Hopefully I didn't lock it up. We'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. But like I said, so far the game's fine, dude. What's OW2? Didn't play the game. No. Took 3 months to work out. What's OW2? Something Warrior 2. Come on. Oh. Hopefully I didn't lock up the game, dude. But there, down here in this chat that you can't see. Oh yeah, you can see it. I forgot I moved my chat up there. So right here at the bottom, it says creating instance. So 27308. So it says it's creating it. So give it a little bit and see if it goes through. Oh, ooh, it worked. Look, we're in personal 2. See that Roman numeral 2 right here on the side? Oh, you can't see. Can you see my? Oh, you can't see it. Or here, I'll move it over here. There you go. So right here is this Roman numeral 2. So that goes that I am in level 2. So, and I go to manage. You see, I'm in my own personal instance, difficulty level 2. Awesome. Okay, let me bring this back to the side down here. So what that means is everybody, this is my own personal instance. So nobody can steal my mobs now, which is freaking amazing. But what sucks is now I got to sell. Oh no, I can sell from here though. All I got to do is go like this and hit destroy. And it sells it. Oh, that's another such an awesome convenience thing for this version of the game, dude. So awesome. What is this? I can sell that. Yeah. Roast the Morning Star. I'll sell that. That. What is this? Short lizard tail? Yeah. Crap. Those, we want the bone chips because when I play my necro, I'm gonna need those bone chips to make my skeletons pet. Okay. Another cool thing about this game too that wasn't in the original game is you can hit M and you got actually maps. And I actually downloaded a map mod to help me. Oh, this is so awesome, dude. I'm glad that's working. It wasn't working earlier. All right, let's see if we can find that same camp. I think around there somewhere. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess I clicked something on the map and it's trying to send me there. Let me clear that. And fine. Oh, this is the camp right here, I bet you. Let me see vote. Find. All right. Anyways, let me go see if I can go there. Oh, going the wrong. I want to say that's where those lizard guys were. I'm gonna slap the crap out of something to see if I get more XP. Ooh, here, come here, boy. Ah, one shot. So I got 0.143 XP for that, which is awesome. Oh, damn. Okay, so he's a warrior. So, yeah, he's not multi-class. Because believe it or not, even the freaking animals could be like shamans and stuff. Which in real life it doesn't make sense, but for the game it does. All right, I got, oh crap, I got 4.14% XP for that. That's what I'm talking about. Hells yeah. All right, where's those lizard guys at? I believe it's going to be this dude. Can't. Dude, we're about to get levels quick. You know what? Let me fight. Oh, let me fight you over here. Wayne, dude. Warrior that can cast spells. That's freaking crazy, dude. What did I get for that? 4.14%. Look how much faster my XP bar is moving, dude. Level 2 is the way to go if you want to level. You want to level fast. Talking about. Skeletons. I need these skeletons for those bone chips. And I just one-shot his ass. See, my guy was like, pit slap. Keep my pimp hand strong. Oh, yeah, I see him. I see him. I see him. Now, hopefully, because I went to level 2, that they don't come when I hit attack one. All of them don't come at one time. Okay, good. They didn't. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. What the hell? Oh, this is a frog guy. The hell? Where the hell is my Oh, I think I accidentally turned off. There's this thing on the side that usually tells you how many mobs are attacking you. But I think I might have accidentally turned it off, and I don't know how the hell to turn it back on. Hopefully when I log in tomorrow, whenever it comes back. Or if one of y'all know, let me know. All right. Yeah, I've noticed that since I upped the level of the place, the aggro of these animals or these wolves and stuff have gotten a lot bigger. Before, I wasn't getting jumped by things running by, and now everything that runs by is trying to slap the crap out of me. Like these little frog lock things. Which is fine. I'm killing them. Doesn't even hurt me. Oh, there's another one. Can I look at him? Yeah, I can. Little tadpole looking dude. Alright, better stop screwing around. It's taking too long. You must die. Oosh. Oh, I got jumped by a bear. Yeah. Upping the level on the aggro of stuff definitely increased. But that's cool. That just saves me time. Look at this. This fool came off the top rope. That gum, dude. Ooh. Now, in EverQuest, the original EverQuest, when you seen a mob like that, see how he has that scythe? In EverQuest 1, if you saw a mob that had a weapon and you killed it, you actually got that weapon. He actually dropped it. In this version of the game, it doesn't do that. Because when I was playing the beta, I noticed that was one of the things I did notice. But just because that mob has that weapon doesn't mean it's going to drop it. Which, like I said, in the original EverQuest, it did. I mean, they might fix that. They might not. I don't know. It's kind of cool, though, because then you can, like, especially like the name mobs, if you're looking for a certain weapon, you can look at him and say, oh, man, he has it. Or she has it, right? Oh, son. All right. Almost level 5. At level 5, I'm going to move to that bin fallen dungeon. At least try to get to it anyway. How much money do I got? Got nothing. That's all. You start selling everything. See, like this sword right here, it's a rusty sword. It's a level 1 sword. I can actually take like one of these things, like take 2 of these motes and drop it into here. And it'll say if you put it on there, oh, it says it's not going to work because these motes are already level 1. What level are? Yeah, they're level 1. So if those motes were level 2, then I could drop it in there. Now, because I'm on a level 2 server or a level 2 server now, I should be able to get level 2 drops. See, those are level 1. Did I get any level 2s yet? No. Now, the cool thing is you can actually go back to your base and I think it's up to 2 come to 1 or 4 into 1 or something like that. But you can combine lower ones to make the higher level ones. I can't remember what the ratio was. What the hell is this? You're trying to... Oh, okay, yeah. So that that moat wasn't going to work. No? Oh, no. Do not want none of that alligator. I think that alligator's like, yeah, go, son. I think that alligator's like level 25 or something ridiculous. The only bad thing about these games like this, though, like right now, I have to camp. Oh, damn it, he blinded me. I have to camp this, you know, camp this camp in order to get the XP. It's almost like watching golf or fishing, dude. I mean, it's boring to watch, but it's fun to play, right? I mean, time flies by when you play these games. There you go, son. You're blind forever. Yeah, I'm already almost level 5, dude. The XP is so much better. Yeah, if you start playing this game, I definitely recommend trying to level at level 2. And once we get into like the dungeons and Ben following, what I end up doing is starting at level 4 to make it like the top, you know, level. Because unfortunately, because I picked ogres in those dungeons suck. Because they're so big, and you're like like the roof is too low, and you get stuck. It sucks. Ogres suck for dungeons. Now later, since I'm a chamois, I'm gonna get like a shrink spell, so it shrinks my guy. But I don't think I get that shrink into like level 15. So by fighting at level 4, the mobs, the small amount of mobs I'll have access to, will give me more XP, so equal to more mobs, right? So that's what I'll end up having to do. Plus the gear I get will be higher level. It'll be like +4 gear instead of +1 or +2 gear. And then once I get that that shrink spell, then I can go deeper in the dungeon. Then I'll go back to like level 2. That's what I did in the beta, and that worked out beautifully. Oh, this guy's a multi-class. He's a warrior ranger that I'm fighting right now. Interesting. Awesome. How am I doing on my AAs? Ooh, 99% to my next AA. What AAs do I want out of the get-go? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'll probably have to wait and see. I'll probably just save them for now. Later, I'll get more spell slots first, because I think you can get like a total of like, I think 12 spell slots or something like that. You can get additional using your AAs. Because chamois, they have so many freaking buffs, dude. Now, one thing I love about this game that they added was like an AA point that does a mass buff, right? So you can actually load all the buffs on your bar, and then you just click one button, and it casts all your buff spells at one time and buff you and your pet, or you and your party members, just with one click of it. And just one big click, everybody gets the buffs, which saves so much freaking time. So awesome. I wish World of Warcraft had something like that. I mean, later you'll get group buffs where, you know, you cast it and it automatically does it to the group, but this casts it on the whole group even when they're not group buffs. That's what's so cool about it. Very convenient. Damn, see what level's that one? Oh, level 1. That's interesting, dude, because usually if you were, yeah, the loot is not working right. Because in the beta, unless they changed it, they nerfed it. Because in the beta, if you were on level 2, you ended up getting level 2 loot. Now I'm level 2 getting level 1 loot, so I don't know what that's about. I mean, maybe they nerfed it, I don't know. Very interesting. See what level is this? Ooh, that one's ranked 2. Interesting. What was one of the devs listening? But was the dev team listening to me like, oh crap, we got to fix that? If so, appreciate it. Okay, so now that I got a level 2 one, I mean, I should save it, but I'm going to show you how it works. I can place it in here now and see by placing it, it tells me that's going to go to the next, it's going to be a tier 2. So right now, let me see if I take it out. If I take it out, it's 10 and 0.2 ratio, right? So it's 10 and 50 delayed, 10 damage. And then if I do this, it takes it to tier 2. So when I lock that in by saying merge item, let's see if it changes it. No, not yet. So I guess we have to go higher tier before this gets changed. But now you see it's a level +2 sword, and the weight is less because in this game there is a weight restriction on how much crap you can carry. All right. But that's why I picked Ogre, because they start with the most strength. Then later you can change the race. So I can be a lizard guy later once I do the quest to unlock that race. So I'll keep my stats. I just change the race so I get the regeneration and the high armor of the lizard guy, right? The XR guys. But you get to keep your stats. Dude, this blind crap. Okay, I can merge that. This guy's a warrior, so he won't blind me. What is it? The mystics are the ones that blind you, dude. They're a pain in the butt. See? And see how it says this red hourglass right here? I don't know if you can see with my mouse. So this is when you're, like in the original EverQuest, you had to sit down to meditate to regen your health and your mana. In this version of the game, you don't have to sit down. It'll show you like, it'll have like a red hourglass and a countdown that shows you you're not really earning your meditation level regeneration of your health and your mana. And then it'll go green like that. And when it's green, that's when you're earning it. So that's pretty cool. I have not even had to move from this position. Like all the mobs just come to me. That's what's up. One shot. Damn, I one-shot him from the other side of the room. That's what's up. So drive-by. One shot. Well, I didn't one-shot him. Oh, because he was only level 1. Damn, I did half his freaking health bar with one hit. That's what's up. You guys sound a bit more powerful. Ooh, is that two-hander? Yes. See, now I could loot it. I can merge it. So remember how I show you you can merge to make things more powerful? You can actually do it from the loot window, or I can sell it. We're going to merge it. Okay, so now that I merged it, let me see if it made it more powerful. See how it filled up the thing? Now it's 0.22 and it does 11. Before it was 10 damage, now it's 11 damage, 15 delay. And now it used to be 9.9 weight, now it's not 9.0, so it's lighter. Let's see, that's how that works. I mean, normally, if I would have looted it, I could have stuck it. I could have just picked it up like this. If this was like the same type thing, I could have dropped it in there and merged it. I could have done that too. But it's cool how the game automatically allows you to do that from the loot window. It just saves so much time, dude. I really like the little nuances that they did for this version of the game to make it more time, efficient. Sell it. So you're not wasting a lot of time doing stupid crap. I mean, every, 3 seconds times 10 is 30 seconds times 10. You know what I'm saying? The stuff adds up. The time you save adds up. Ooh, almost level 5, baby. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Oh, but they got their music, so it's gonna clash. Sadly, I need their music because the combat music lets me know I'm in combat. Ooh, this quest item. And I can store it too if I wanted to. They got like a store thing. So you have your regular stuff, and then right here you got storage. And there's like different types of storage, which is really cool, dude. It's almost like having a bank with you. So like I wanted this rusty broadsword and keep it for later. I can just stick it in storage. Where's my equipment? Damn it. Well, at least I used to be able to stick it in storage. Activate. Oh, equipment. I can stick it in here, and now it's in my storage, right? So it's not taking up bag space. And like these things right here, what the hell is this? These motes that are, they're like currencies. So I can go like this and just stick the motes in here in this, like in this bag, and you're supposed to be able to store them, but it's not letting me for some reason. I don't know. Mote of internal. I don't know. It was allowing me to do that in the freaking in the beta. Or maybe it's just glitched. So you're not constantly having to run back and forth and sell crap. So I like that too. That's pretty cool. And of course you can sell from here, so that's pretty cool too. Damn. Knock the crap out of that, dude. Ooh, what's this? +1 choker. See, why the hell are they dropping +2 stuff? This is some BS, dude. Do I already have a neck? Ooh, I don't have a neck. Nice. And I'm almost level 5. What are my stats? AC 39 of 350. Mana regen 12. That's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, my strength is actually not that bad. Stamina 150. For only being level 4. Now, this is another cool thing too, right? So this stupid short lizard tail, I don't want this crap, right? So you can actually turn on filters, and then you can actually always sell it. So I mean, like you can like click it and it'll always sell that. But I don't know why the hell this stuff. I don't even remember doing auto sells for that. I mean, I don't care, but I guess you can always remove it. But you can do like the autos for that. That's very weird. Hmm. Oh, well. So then later, if the same thing drops that I know I'm going to sell, I don't have to go through that loot window. It automatically sells it for you. Oh, bro. Yep, I knew that was coming. Okay, so welcome to level 5. Did you know you can experiment with different class combinations by creating a class layout? Yes, I did. Thank you, though. See, like if you hit N, I can actually go like right here and say, well, warrior was fun, but warrior shaman was fun, but I want to change my warrior to, a cleric or something. You can do that. But then what ends up happening, and you can change whatever. Like, notice how if I wanted to change my shaman to beast lord, and then my warrior to bard, I'd be an. I mean, you can't change the. I guess you can up until level 10. Because at level 11, I think it's going to tell you that if you want to lock in your primary class, and then once you lock it in at level 11, you can't change it until like level 50 or something. You get like a token. We can fix it. But your secondary and your third class, you can change at any time. And see how right now, because I'm level 5, all my classes, whether I'm a monk, mage, or whatever, if I was to change the warrior part to like say a shadow knight, I'd be a level 5 shaman shadow knight. Now that goes into level 10, right? And then anything above level 10, like say I was a level 15 shaman warrior, and then I'm like, well, I want to be like a shaman death knight, and then I changed it, it would automatically knock me down to level 10 because anything you haven't level starts at level 10. So even if you were level 50 and changed your classes, you're going to get knocked down to what the lowest level is, if that makes sense. Which is kind of cool. The thing I like about that is like, say you go to against a raid boss, and the 3 classes that you pick is just not working for you. Say you're a warrior, monk, shaman, right? And you don't have the heals, right? So then I can go and change it into a warrior, shaman, cleric, and then have that extra healing because of the cleric the buffs, and then it might work like that, right? So that's pretty cool how you can change your whole layout. I really, really like that. Of course, you can only do that in a home city though, so you can't do it like at the frickin' at the mob, right? You have to go back to your home city or a home city or a major city, and then you have to change it there. I didn't sell it. Where the hell did it go? Oh, here it is. Hands. Go. Okay, so I'm level 5 now. Let me see what spells I got. And we're gonna go to that bin fallen. See what I got. Ooh, gate. That's awesome. Ooh, this is a slow. It actually slows the enemy. So they hit me, I think it was like 30% less. Yeah. Infects the target with a drowsy fever, slowing their attack rate for 3 minutes 30 seconds. I believe it's a 30% slow. And gate is where when you bind yourself somewhere, you can gate. So it's almost like a heart thing in World of Warcraft, same crap. All right. Okay, let's roll out. Roll out. We're going to go back to my main city so we can sell some of this crap that's in our bags. Actually, you know what? Do we need to go? Yeah, because I want to see if there's any spells. If it lets me buy spells. Another cool thing about this game is that you can actually say I'm only level 5, right? I can buy spell if I had the platinum. I can buy spells up to like level 50 if I want to do, right? I can get like level 6 shaman spells or level 6 necro spells, and you can actually learn them even though you're not high enough to use them. You can still learn them, And what ends up happening is when you do become that level, they're automatically in your spell book ready to go. So you can actually buy a bunch of spells ahead of time, and that way when you get level, you don't have to go back to your freaking trainer to train them, right? You can already have them plugged in, ready to go. I think that's freaking awesome. I really like that. Well, at least that's how it was in beta. We're about to find out if that's still the case. I'm pretty sure it will be, though. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, load in, load in. It's already dinner time already. Holy crap, 6 o'clock. I tell you, boy, this is one of those games. You get into it, you just blink, and like freaking the whole day just flew by. The wife's got to text me. It's like, dude, get the hell off the computer and come eat. Or I should text her and say, hey, when you need me to come eat, let me know. I'll wrap it up. But until then, go on, keep it on. Let me know. I have to stop dinner. All right. Now, normally, today's launch day, like I said, normally it does not take this long to go from, instance to instance. I mean, in the beta, it was like really fast. It's just because, like I said, today's launch day and their servers are like overwhelmed. All right. So what am I? I'm a shaman. I think I remember where the shaman trainers are. Looks so stupid, man. Derp, derp, derp. Derp, derp. Okay, here we go. This is a general people. Oh, I might be able to sell some stuff. All right, let's see. What can we sell? Skin, black wolf skin. I'm sure they'll use that for I'm sure we'll use that for freaking for like crafting and stuff. I'm not really worried about crafting stuff right now. Is this a one-handed axe? One-handed slashing. I want to keep one of these one-handed slashing items for when I get a pet, because I want to end up. Well, I won't get a pet for a while because I think I'm gonna do wizard first, or mage, whatever the hell, the one that can teleport. I shouldn't have because of my pet. I'm pretty sure I needed bat wings for something. I just can't remember what the hell it was for. I'll put those in the bank because I can't remember what the hell they're for. So this place does have a bank like World of Warcraft. I just gotta find the damn thing. In the center, I kind of remember. Smithing. This definitely was not it. Yeah, when I originally started playing this in 1999, I was actually a human paladin. So I'm not very familiar with this ogre place. I gotta kind of find my way around, which is kind of cool. It's like exploring something new, right? Oh, here we go. Shaman spells. That's what's up. All right. So let's go by level. So I'm level 5. Endure fire. All right. Screw it. I'll take it. Ooh, sicken. Sicken your target does a fever causing 8 damage initially and 3 damage over 6 seconds. Ah, that's crap. Ooh, steel skin. Oh, dadgummit. Or scale skin, I should say. What else we got? Ooh, summon drink. Hell yeah. Because in this game, you have to have food and drink, and you use food and drink. So you definitely, when a spell like that stuff can come into freaking into play. What's under fire? Increases your target's inner strength, providing increased hit points. Oh yeah, yeah. Bye. Ooh, summon food. That's a level 6, but you know what? That's what I was telling you before. We can still buy it and use it once we become Spirit of the Bear. We're gonna buy that. Serpent Sight, we really don't care. Cure blindness. It never worked for me, but I'll buy it. Since animals, I don't care. Tainted Breath, I think that was a good one. 10 damage initially and does between 14 and 22 damage every 6 seconds for 42. Yeah, we're gonna buy that. So it sounds like a pretty good dot. Talisman of the Bear. We're gonna get that. Spirit of the Wolf is so awesome, dude. Your movement speed. Remove me. Light healing. Yeah, we definitely want that. Okay, so at level 10, we would have to come back here anyway to get our new 3rd class. So I'm just going to buy up to level 10. I think I'm good for now. And then to learn it, all you just right click it and it learns it. Right click it, right click it, right click it. And like I said before, you can even learn spells that you're not even high enough level to use. Because I think one of those level 1, level 2, level 5. Oh, yeah. You can learn spells you're not even high enough to use yet, but when you are at that level, it'll automatically be in your spell books. You don't have to worry about it because you already bought it and learned it. This one right here, I think this was like a level 6. Yeah, level 8. So this is a level 8 spell. So when I go click on it to try to learn it, it won't let me learn it. It says you're not high enough right down here. But when I am, I'll be able to. That's pretty cool. All right. All right. I have my origin. Yes, origin. Good. That's like my gate back here. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you a trick that I learned in the beta, right? So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up all my buffs, right? So I'll go into my spell book and see what buffs I have available. I'm only like, what, level 5, right? So I have my Endure Fire. I can add this right here. Turn it. Right? And I got my scale skin. I can add that. I'd take that fire one. I mean, the ice one out. Learn that one. And I think that's all the buffs I have. Strengthen. Is this strengthen? Yeah. Inner fire. I got inner fire. Oh, okay. And inner fire. Okay, so that's all my buffs, right? So obviously, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spell slots right now, right? So you can only use the spells that you have in one of these 8 spell slots. Now later I can add, I think up to 14 spell slots or something like that. I can add a lot more with AA points, but right now this is all I have, right? So if I had multiple attack spells, I would have to erase one of these things, and then later when my stupid buff wore out, I'd have to erase one, then learn another one. It's a pain in the ass, right? So what I do is you right click on this little book and you can save it, right? So like as you see right here, I have a saving or a save already for like a shaman warrior cleric, right? But I'm just going to save this as my buffs. So I'm just going to call it buffs for right now, right? I can save it as buffs. It says, do you want to save it as buffs? I'll say yes. Now, later on with the AA points, you're going to get this ability where once I have all these buffs right here, I can just click. What the hell is it called? I think it's like something like mass buffing or some crap like that. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Mass group buff. So it's going to cost me 9 AAs, right? So once I get that, then I can stick it on my little my hot bar right here. So what I do is as soon as I click that, it will cast every single buff I have on this line at one time. I don't have to wait for each additional one. It buffs me and it buffs my pet. And if I'm in a group, it buffs everybody in the freaking group, right? With just one click of the freaking mouse. So then once I do that, I already saved this, right? So then I load up my main. Well, I call it my main. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, right? So I just go main, and then I'll bring up my attack type spells, but I haven't learned any spells yet, so I got to do a new main, right? So the spells I want on my bar is my drowsy, right? Because I want to make sure that I slow things. And then I want an attack buff. So I'm going to put that burst of flame on here. All right. So I'll put that one. I guess I'll put it right there for now. And then I'm going to have a lot more open because I don't have as many offensive spells yet. So, I mean, it is what it is. What the hell happened? Oh, no, I wanted this one, not that one. Oh, there it goes. I think that's all my offensive ones, right? Yeah. Oh, and then, I can't use this one yet, I don't think. What level do I got to be for that? Level 9. Oh, there it is. Minor healing. I'll put that one right there. Just going to put it on the right bar. Or not. All right. So I guess I'll put that one right here then. Now, these are your hot bars right here, right? And you can actually toggle 1 through plus, right? This is negative, this is plus. So you can actually play with keyboard. So what you can do is, this is my spell bar. And you can stick your spell bar anywhere, right? But I stick it down here. So I just hold my left mouse button and I can bring it up here and stick it on 6, right? So now if I click 6, right? So I can click on F1 for myself. If I click 6, it's going to cast that spell, right? So if you want to play, by clicking stuff, you can do the stuff like that. And obviously I can click it with just my mouse, right? And so it just makes it easier. So now I save this as my main. Those are going to be my main attacks. So what ends up happening now, I have that same as my main. So later when I go to buff, I just go down here, load buffs, boom. Hands off. It's loading everything by itself. I ain't got to do crap. It just saves so much freaking time. So I can go use the bathroom, get me a drink, and by the time I get done, he already learned all the buffs I needed, right? So it just works out so nicely. I'm glad they did this. And then if I had that AA, I just click that buff everything, and boom, done deal. And then I just go back in here, and after I buff myself and then just load my main one, boom, it loads all my offensive weapons. I don't have to remember, oh, what the hell was that buff I needed, right? It does it by itself. But since I only had 2 offensive weapons, since these other slots don't have anything to replace them, because I only had 2 offensive type spells, it just keeps the regular buffs on there. So later, when you go to buff yourself and you do that buff thing, it only fills in the empty spots. So it does it even quicker. So that's a little trick I learned. I'm sure for all the OGs, they're like, yeah, stupid, that's how you do it. But for us noobs, they'll save you some time. All right, now let me find this damn bank. No, that's not it. I wonder, do they have a... Oh, they do have a map. Oh, is ink. Oh, well, that's the outside, so I'm sure as hell no, it's not that. We'll find it. And I'm sure there's probably a find. Bet you there's probably a find. I wonder if I can put in here bank. Oh, banker. Oh, here. That's where we're trying to get to. Oh, but there's no, it doesn't lead you to it though. Like we saw earlier today where it had that thing. At least now we know where the hell it's at. I need to get to that. Do it maps in it. Let me jump down. And did this just take me outside? I don't think this is right. I'm pretty sure it is not. No, that's not right. The bank's in there somewhere. I screwed something up. Maybe if I go this way, there's another way in. Oh. There is. Huh? Aha. Around the circle. And if you ever play a Shadow Knight, I think that's the Shadow Knight stuff's over there. Oh, no, it's not. It's further up there. That's a warrior, I think. Warrior trainer. But the bank should be over here. Where the hell is it? The bank is right here. So this parcel guy is like your mail. If you get mail in the bank, I think. Parcels, yeah, nobody sent me nothing. So if you want to send another player stuff, you can do it that way. Or you click on this guy and it's your banker. Kind of like World of Warcraft. So here's my bank slots. I can can put that in there because I don't know what the hell that's for. That means written up. But the main thing is by going to your banker, now it moved all my money, right? So like I said, it's a weight. There's a weight thing. Like right here, it shows you I can carry 27. I'm 27 of 140. Once you get to 140, your guy gets like really slow, right? And it's all based on your strength. The higher the strength, the more you can carry. So I can carry 140 because my strength is 140, right? So like copper, if I had like 2,000 copper, right? You have to get it turned into the next higher, and the higher, at least that's how the original game was. I'm pretty sure it's probably this one, the same here. So instead of having like, 4,000 freaking copper coins, it turns it into X amount of platinum. So it's like a lot less. So your weight will go down. So you're not so bogged down. That's why it's important to change that currency. Plus, it's easier to see how much money you got. All right, enough BSing. Actually, let me go over here to see if there's anything that the warriors can buy. I don't think they have spells, but they're warriors, right? Weapons. The master. You can just up your stuff. Yeah, just as I thought, there's no such thing as warrior spells. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. Okay, so this is the Shadow Knight place right here. So once we become a Shadow Knight, you would come here to get your Shadow Knight spells. And some of the Shadow Knight spells are actually the same thing as Necromancer spells, right? I mean, you can actually go into it. And then like, say this spell right here, you can be used by a level 4 cleric, a level 11 paladin, a 22 ranger. So some of these spells are shared with other classes. So even if you can't find your own class trainer, sometimes you can get spells from other class trainers because you guys share the same crap. All right, let's roll, Joe. Necro and Shadow Knight share a lot of spells. I think my main is going to be a warrior shaman necro. But I'm also going to level up a cleric just in case. So it'd be like once I get my necro up, then I'll be a shaman warrior cleric. I'll level up just to have for like raids and stuff, just in case I need extra healing. Yeah, if you ever need auto walk, it's just on mine is like number lock. You hit number lock and it does auto walk, so you don't have to sit there pressing up. Okay, so right here, this guy right here, remember those moats I was telling you about? So I have, how many moats? So I got 6 of these level 1 moats, right? So I can't remember if it was 4 at a time, or I'm just going to hand them 6 and see what happens. But you can actually hand them, well, let's do 4 at a time to see. I think it was 4. You can hand them 4 and give it to them. Yeah, it's 4. So then it gave me, well, I guess it's 2 at a time because it gave me 2 now, right? Now look at this. Now these are level rank 2 stones now, right? So and then I can keep on going up. So now I got these 2 level 2. Let me see if I can give it to him and see if he'll give me 1 level 3. Yeah, see? Now I got 1 level 3. So you can trade up on your moats. And those are the same moats that you'd use to you know, either increase the potency of your spells, because you can actually level up spells, right? So you can just hold on, right click to the right of it, and then it's just like that. And I could actually stick, you know, like this in here, and it would turn it to a tier 2, but I'm not going to do that right now. And by doing that, it makes your, you know, your dots, you know, last longer or be more powerful, or, you know, cost you less mana to use. It gives benefits. Okay. So let's do that to this one too, since we're here. And I gotta remember. Okay, so now I have a level 3, I have a level 2, and I got one level 1. And like I said before, in storage, you used to be able to stick your currencies in here, but for some reason it's not letting me. I don't know if it's just not. Oh, I'm stupid. You probably had to click on deposit. There you go. That's how you do it. So you can probably hit deposit. Let me see if it hits deposit all. If it does, yeah. You hit deposit all, and it'll take everything from your bag and put it in. Or if you just saw one thing, you just stick it on your little cursor by left clicking on it, and then click on deposit and deposit it. And then later, if I want to use it, you just click on it and hit withdraw, and it'll put it back onto your cursor. So that's how you do that. Deposit it. Done deal. All right. So now let's see if we can make our way to Ben Fallen. Normally I don't go to Ben Fallen until I'm like level 9 because of Spirit of the Wolf, right? Because Spirit of the Wolf is a movement enhancement spell that lets you run, like, I can't remember how much it is, like 40% faster or some crap. Because we literally going to have to hoof it from here to there. And we're going to go through some zones that have, you know, mobs that might aggro us and beat the crap out of us. We'll see if we can get there in one piece. Dadgummit, did I just go in a circle? My dumbass just go in a circle? Yep, sure as hell did. Okay, facing outward. Let me see how this goes. Okay, I'm facing outward. There we go. Now let's see if I remember how the hell to get to there. I believe it's the West Common, so I got to go through the swamp. Hopefully I can remember. And I don't have no invis spells or nothing either, so if it gets too hard, I'll have to end up coming back here and level up to at least level 9 or so, and then I'll have to try it again, but I might be able to get over it. We're going to see. We're going on an adventure. Either this is going to be an epic win or an epic fail, right? Throw on some background music. But as you notice, now that I zoned into the city, right? Before I had a custom level 2 instance, my own personal instance. But once you zone in the city, I think once you're in the city for a while and you come back out, it resets that, right? So now I'm in full population. So I'm not in my own personal one anymore. I think that I can click on there, and sometimes they'll say enter it, and you can enter it back if you go back in after a certain time, or you have to recreate it. Now, the thing about those instances though, it's not infinity. You can only create like 1 or 2, I think it is, or you can only create a small amount of them. I think it's between 1 and 4. I can't remember. I think it was like 2 within a certain time frame. There's a cooldown period, right? So then I can't remember what the cooldown period is. It's like 45 minutes or some crap like that. So you got to be careful not to screw up. So if you try to do like a level 4 and then you're like, oh crap, it's too hard, and you go do it to level 2, then it uses up your token. You have to wait now 40 some minutes or so. Now they were saying that, and I haven't tested it yet, in the beta it actually costs you a token to downscale it. But I think they were saying that for now in the launch, that if you were level 4 and it was too hard, if you changed it to level, if you level 3 or level 2, if you went down in level, it didn't cost you a token. But I don't know if that went into play or not. I hope it did. Because if not, then you're stuck like Chuck for like 45 minutes until you can do it again. Let's go. Let's go. All right. What level's this guy? He's level 5. He's a monk shaman. All right. I wanted to get to at least level 10 before I stop today and then start with my 3rd class tomorrow, but we'll see. Okay, so I want to say I have to go to the desert, across the desert of Row. I'm gonna have to go north. I don't know what level stuff is down here, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Usually if you run the wall, it's a little safer than just running across. Usually I just run the walls. Actually, you know what? Let me buff myself up before I do anything, just in case. Yeah, I see that dude's going the same way. No? You are missing a requirement. Oh, I need snake skills for that one. That's right. Oh well. That's fine. Now see how I was saying that my athletics are getting more? I wonder if that makes me run faster. My movement speed is increasing. I don't remember that in the original EverQuest. I remember it when you swam like this, it upped your swimming. See how slow he's swimming? And then the longer you swim, it gave it, see how it's like now I'm leveling up and swimming. Now see how it's air remaining, so you can freaking drown yourself, so you gotta be careful. It's not like World of Warcraft. Actually, I need to move that. Might as well practice my swimming, even though he's moving at the speed of snail. Okay, now he's moving a lot. So that's one. No. Up to where? Which is over here somewhere. Now I can't tell you that the desert is a high level place and I don't have Spirit of the Wolf, so this is going to be very dicey. This is going to be very dicey. I can't even remember how the hell to get there, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm stupid. I shouldn't be going to this low level, but I mean, it is weird. I'm not even Viz. This guy's probably gonna beat the crap out of me. No, he didn't aggro. Good. You know, we have to go all the way to the oasis. Now the cool thing about this game too is that say you level up like a druid, right? So druids have teleport in the game, right? So once you level a druid up, then what ends up happening is that no matter, say I switch from playing the druid to playing like a necromancer, right? You can actually go right here and what has what's ritual is, and it'll still have the freaking druid gate or druid ports there. So once you learn those ports for druid and I think wizard or whatever the hell the other one was, I think it was wizard, you can actually use those ports. So normally what people do is they'll just level like a druid, you know, as the third class, which we're going to end up doing, and then or a wizard, whatever the other one was, and then that way you can just port to places instead of having to run like this. Because even with Spirit of the Wolf, dude, it freaking sucks having to run everywhere. And then later on you can get mount, so it's not so bad. But I do like the aspect where, see, like those guys like level 30 something, yeah, 33. They look like they look like Saddam Hussein. I remember when I was in Iraq, and we used to play this from Iraq. It used to crack us up that those guys look like Saddam Hussein when we were looking for Saddam Hussein in Iraq. All right. Yeah, these guys are like, dude, I don't have to go fast. I just gotta go faster than your fat butt. Uh-oh. Yeah, if we get aggro, we're done, son. We take one hit from one of those big guys, we're gonna be done. I gotta make sure I don't get aggro. That's the zone line right there. These guys are probably going to the same place I am. Alright, I should have zoned. Okay, there it is. Ooh. Things are gonna get dicey. Alright. There's a lot of undead here, so I gotta be very careful. Oh, damn. See how it's red? That means that it will beat me down. I gotta make sure that that's turned. That this will allow you to take 50% less damage. So when you travel like that, you want to make sure that this defense stance is on, because you take reduce 50% of melee damage and 20% magic damage, so that'll help you out. Don't aggro me, don't. It is a grindy game, like any MMORPG, right? The only cool thing about it is that the mechanisms they put into play make it a lot casual player friendly for adult gamers, right? Because dude, people that go to work all day and then have to come home, make dinner, and take care of kids, they don't have the time to sit and try to camp a mob for 10 hours trying to get a certain item, right? So the way they approached this and revamped it is just so awesome, dude. To be able to merge items to make them more powerful, the 3 classes, you don't have to find a group. You can do your own instance, so you don't have to wait for a camp to come open. And you're trying to get a quest item and you get like 15 people in line or trying to snake you. You know, you got people trying to steal your pulls and aggravate the hell out of you for 2 hours until you finally give up, right? So that personal instance thing to me is huge, man. That I wish World of Warcraft had that. I think that would be awesome, and it would alleviate bots, right? So World of Warcraft has a plague of bots, so or sweatshops, people like China and stuff, that they'll sit there and camp a certain mobs, or they'll go around getting a certain herb, and then they'll end up inflating the market, right? Because you can't get it because all their hundreds of damn mobs are like locusts out there. You won't have that issue. Oh, crap. You won't have that issue in this game because you have your own instance. And that's what I really like about this. Ooh, that was a close one, dude. That spider would have bit the hell out of me. Okay, so East Commons, that's where we want to go. And I'm just remembering this from a long time ago. Like I said, I've played this game like 25, 26 years ago, so I kind of remember where to go. They have a website called EQ Atlas, and it gives you maps of everything, so it's really cool. And it gives you like, detailed data and tells you what zones are linked to each other. So if you're going to think of playing this game, EQ Atlas is a very good website to check out. Crap. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that punk was going to come at me. Run, Forrest. Run. I wonder if I can beat him up. Oh, he's only level 7. You're getting a beat down, son. I'm trying to run. I thought you were higher than that. Come at me, bro. Yeah. If you hit F number lock, you can take your hands off the control and it'll keep on moving forward. So it saves you from having to hold down a freaking button. And then on your mouse, if you hold down the right key, you can move left and right. So it'll auto move forward and you can move left and right. Or you can just hold W up. So it's for long runs like this, they get monotonous. You can just hit that, it's like autopilot, right? You just hit your autopilot, keep on going straight. Now I ain't gonna turn for you. You got to turn for yourself. Ooh, got him. 4%, that's what's up. Like I hit number lock, boom. The funny thing about this is, I want to say back in the day, maybe it was number lock, but when I first started playing this game back in 1999, right, I didn't know about that. And I'd be like running, I'm like, oh, this sucks. So I'd get like a golf ball and I'd stick it down on my keyboard, on my W key, just to keep it going straight, right? And then one day, one of my soldiers, I was in the military back then, so one of my soldiers was like, dude, what the hell are you using it? Because I was like, dude, I found this way up so you don't have to keep hitting, you just hit the golf ball, right? And he starts laughing at me. I'm like, what's so funny? He was like, dude, all you gotta do is hit, I think it was number lock or change up, that back then, I can't remember. But he goes like, yeah, and it has auto run. I was like, well, hell, I wish I would have known that. And I had already been playing the game for like 6 months. I felt so damn stupid. I was like, that would have been good to know way back when, man. Of course, back then, we didn't have YouTube, right? So it's not like you can look things up. Back in the day, and there was no YouTube. It was like trial and error, baby. Now I do all the trial and error for you, and then I do videos on it, so you guys don't have to go through the pain. Help y'all out. Did I miss my turn? That sure as hell did. Oh, what is this? Oh, they're humans. Those are other players. All these are other players. So back in the day, this tunnel right here was where everybody would set up shop, right? So you would see in the chat, I'm selling this sword for 5 platinum. Meet me in the East Commons in the tunnel in the mid, this tunnel or the west side or east side entrance or whatever, right? And this is where, because there was no auction house back then, right? I don't think the auction thing came into like Luceland expansion or something like that. So people would literally be standing here and peddling their goods, selling stuff, and you would see in the chat, and then you would go up to them and you'd barter with them and actually buy and sell stuff. And it was real life people. It wasn't NPCs. So that was really cool. I mean, this place used to be like filled with freaking real life people just buying and selling. It was like going to the flea market. That's a real person right there. I'm hoping I get to Ben Fallen and then I'll probably just camp there for the day. Pick up tomorrow morning. I was going to do a SMITE 2 stream today this morning, but I saw when I logged into SMITE 2, it said that the Xbox servers were down. So I guess there was something wrong with Microsoft's Xbox servers. I was like, and you know, some of our Reapers play on Xbox. I was like, screw it. I'm not going to mess with it. Because this didn't go live until 2 o'clock my time. So 4 hours ago, almost 5 hours ago. Then it took me 2 hours to get into the game, dude. The launch to get initial character and to get into the game, dude, it took me literally 2 hours from the beginning I logged into the game to until the game finally let me get into the game. Not even exaggerating, dude. Literally 2 hours, 15 minutes. It was insane. But I mean, a new game at launch, it's the norm. Okay, so now I gotta go right here. West Commons is where we want to go. It's amazing how I can remember. You know what I think is so funny, dude? Sometimes I can't even remember what the hell I did 5 minutes ago, or I'll have my glasses, my sunglasses on my hat and forget where to look for my sunglasses, like where the hell my sunglasses are. But in video games, I know I can remember where the hell to go after like 20 some years, right? World of War, it's like almost like knowing your way around a real life city. Like if I go back to the DFW, the Dallas Fort Worth area, I know how to drive. If I ever go to Iraq, I know my way around, you know, how to get from Doha to like this place or that place, right? And Kuwait, or from Kuwait to Iraq, or from, you know, Kuwait to certain places. In the game, is the same thing. I can remember how to get to certain places, but it's funny. Then I'll put down my drink somewhere in my house. I'm like, damn, where the hell I put my drink? It's funny how the mind is so damn selective, dude. And that's the thing about these games, dude. They're so immersive that it's almost like, I mean, it's almost like being there sometimes. It's awesome, dude. I used to love these growing up. This game was just so awesome. It was so ahead of its time. And believe it or not, just like World of Warcraft, EQ, people actually met on this game and actually got married and actually had weddings in the game. I mean, you would go like the East Commons and it'd be like a roll of people and they would actually be having real life weddings in the game. It was crazy, dude. It was insane. They had real life funerals in the game, like wakes and stuff. I mean, it was insane how much people immersed themselves in this game back in the day. But the funniest thing, and I wish they had YouTube back there so I can get some clips to show you guys. This game caused so many divorces because people, they used to call it Evercrack because it was so addictive of a game. Like I said, it was one of the first of its kind, right? So people got so addicted to this game that they would spend all their time. So their spouses, whether it be the husband, wife, what have you, would get pissed off. And the divorce rate shot through the roof, right? But it actually made it to the national news on how this game, EverQuest, known as Evercrack, is actually causing so many divorces in America. I was like, holy crap. It was insane. Okay, so there's been fallen. We made it. Now we just got to get to it. You got to be careful not to get attacked by one of these guys. What time is it? Yeah. Sure, World of Warcraft had its own issues too. See, if you're smart like me, you don't want wife aggro. You find Find you somebody that has their own hobbies. Because my wife likes to do, what does she do? Cross stitching. So she sits in her chair and does her cross stitching, and watches her little YouTube videos from her cross stitching community. So it gives me all the time to game, baby. I don't get no wife aggro. It works out. So I can do these long games with no issue. Oh, that's somebody's corpse. They got done in. All right, so we're almost to the dungeon. This is a dungeon entrance right here. But see how big I am, dude? In this little bitty little narrow hallway. Holy crap. Look how many people are. Look at all these fat asses in here. What is this? A freaking Ginny Craig convention? What's going on? Look at this. Everybody knows this is a hangout. And this right here is exactly why I love that you can do your own instance. Because if we could not do our own instance right now, I would be literally fighting all these people for a single mob. Because there's mobs that spawn down here, and then there's a name mob that spawns right here that he's fighting right now that drops a pair of boots that I'm going to be getting. But you know what I'm saying? I would literally be fighting all these people who are trying to get mobs. So that was the coolest thing they could ever do. Look at all these fat heads. All right, let me go ahead and camp, dude. And I'll pick up tomorrow. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it quits here, man. Hey, man, so far so good. I really enjoyed the game so far. So we'll see. We'll start tomorrow. I'm gonna start here in Binfall and try to get up. I think I'm gonna do a mage or a wizard. I think it is. I think I'm gonna do a warrior, shaman, wizard first, and then once I get him to level 23, I'm gonna take his teleporting spells and then do a druid to level 25, and then take his teleport spells and then start with my necro. But anyway, hey Blue, appreciate you staying up with me, brother. And UK Paul, if you're out there, appreciate you. Good, good to see you again. And I think we can go ahead and call it quits here, man. So hey, if you want to hang out tomorrow, I'll be here. And who knows, maybe I'll do a pop-up Smite stream too if Microsoft is fixed their stuff. But anyway, if anybody's out there lurking, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm Darkgarza, feellucky on GC. We'll see you tomorrow.